Santorini, known since ancient times as Thera, is one of the most famous islands in the world. The fact that you can sit in front of the caldera, enjoy local dishes, a drink or a coffee while gazing at the remarkable beauty of an active volcano is priceless. The island is actually a group of islands consisting of Thera, Thracia, Aspronissae, Palea and Nea Kameni in the southernmost part of the Cyclades. Santorini's volcano is one of the few active volcanoes on Greek and European land. The islands that form Santorini came into existence as a result of intensive volcanic activity. 12 huge eruptions occurred, one every 20,000 years approximately, and each violent eruption caused the collapse of the volcano's central part, creating a large crater. The volcano, however, managed to recreate itself over and over again. Santorini is an archipelago of islands in the Aegean Sea. The largest of the islands is Thera, which dominates the archipelago culturally and economically, and is sometimes referred to as Santorini itself. It used to be a single island, until a volcanic eruption around 1600 BC tore it apart, and left a crater that filled with seawater. The small islands cradle a rich variety of landscapes and villages. Visit traditional architecture in the small village of Macedonia containing a mixture of ruins from the 1956 earthquake, and restored villas as well as a winery at the foot of the settlement. Perched is another notable village set inland with its grand old houses, remains of a Venetian castle and several Byzantine churches. The island has no natural source of fresh water. Prior to the early 1990s, it was necessary for water to be delivered to the island via tanker from Crete. However, most hotels and homes now have access to water provided by a local desalination plant. While this water is potable, it is still rather salty, so most everyone drinks bottled water while visiting Santorini. Thera is the fiery capital, a marriage of Venetian and Cycladic architecture, whose white cobblestone streets bustle with shops, tavernas, hotels and cafes, while clinging to the rim of the caldera 275 meters above its port. If arriving by sea, you can take a cable car up from the port, or alternatively take a trip on one of the hundreds of mules up the zigzagging steps. You could also attempt to walk up the steps, but be warned, they are winding, narrow in parts with only low walls. They are covered in donkey excrement, and the donkeys will make no attempt to avoid you. Walking along a path for about 20 minutes will bring you to Immerovigli, where you can take in the magnificent views of the island's unique scenery from the tiny town, as it is the highest point of the caldera cliffs. Just above Thera is the quintessentially Santorinian town, with its whitewashed walls sunk into the volcanic rock and its blue domes rising above. At dusk, the town attracts crowds of people venturing to see the sunset. Due to the spectacular and unique natural beauty of Santorini, many Greek singers have chosen the island as the setting of their videos. Greek and Brazilian TV series have been shot of Santorini, as well as some Hollywood movies. Generally, Santorini is a pole of attraction for Greek and international celebrities. World-famous Greek composer Yanni wrote a song inspired by the beauty of the island. The song, also named Santorini, is definitely worth checking out, especially the version performed live at the Acropolis with the Royal Philharmonic Concert Orchestra. Santorini and luxury are synonymous. This is the island of infinity pools that flirt with the edge of the cliff, with the Aegean Sea laid out in front of you in all its glory. So how about starting off relaxing on a sunbed, a refreshing cocktail in hand? Or perhaps a romantic meal for two, paired with a fine wine? You'll be in the mood to explore more in no time. Akrotiri is a prehistoric city that lies beneath a bioclimatic shelter. Walking over wooden bridges, you will encounter one of the most important and well-preserved civilizations in the Mediterranean, which was covered by the ashes of the great volcanic eruption of 1600 BC. The cuisine of Santorini boasts extraordinary ingredients thanks to the nutrient-rich volcanic soil. Amongst the island's specialties are its famous sun-dried cherry tomatoes, fava beans, split peas, capers, and white eggplant. The local chefs are always experimenting, combining traditional recipes with modern gastronomy, making the island a top culinary destination in Greece. Santorini Island is lined with unique beaches in exotic colors of black, red, and white, a product of its explosive past. Viewing the sunset, as thousands do each year, is a ritual. For a few minutes, the energy of the landscape is palpable. When the fiery sun sinks into the sea within the caldera, this scene will be forever cherished in your heart.